Today is Thursday, September 28th, 2021. We're at 9935 Lyon Drive in Brighton. As you can see, we're at the sump pit. You can see we have two corrugated inlets that come in. As you can see, the bucket is kind of colored and covered with some iron algae. We're going to show you here the basement wall. The basement is built to where there's a channel between the outer wall and the finished wall you see here. Out along the front, there's been water buildup in that channel. We're going to do a diagnostic televise here of the interior drain tile first. We do have water that is flowing in. As you can see, as we went by, we do have root infiltration on the inside. You see, we currently don't have visual, but we are able to keep the camera moving. Okay, we are able to continue to televise even though we don't have a visual, but as you can see, these lines do have quite a bit of water in them. Okay, we're going to pause our recording. We are going to locate at this point just to get an idea of how far we've pushed. We have been able to push the camera in quite far. As you've seen, the pipe was completely full as we were running it. We only had a visual in some small spots. Okay, by location, we believe that we're actually, these lines go outside of the house. We believe we're just past the build out that is to the south of the basement Bilco doors. So we've pushed basically almost 3/4 of the way around the house. We are going to pull back at this time. We will go ahead and continue to record, and then we will attempt to televise from the other inlet, which we believe these both go just one to the outside, and then they were brought inside into the bucket. And as you can see, the lines at this point are currently full on holding water, but we can get that far and through. Again, we're going to try going the other way, which we should be able to see 2 cleanouts that are outside that were put in for possible access to the drain tile system. Okay, as you can see, we have stirred up some debris. We do have a bigger flow coming in. Again, we're going to televise through this inlet now, where we just have a slight amount of water coming in to see if we can see the cleanouts that are outside. Again, you can see we do have a lot of what appears to be iron algae buildup. You can see we do get slight visuals, but we don't have Okay, we have located this. We are between the two Ys that are outside, just to the north of the Bilco doors for the basement. We're closer to the Y to the south than the north. As you can see here, we do have quite a bit of water flow going now. Several times the amount of water has actually overwhelmed the existing sump and kicked the backup system on. We are going to move to the outside, televise through the Ys. As you can see here, we're into, you can get a glimpse that we're actually into the PVC, and you can see here that we have what appears to possibly be some roots in the line, but as you can see, we have taken the water flow down in the line at this point. We cannot get past the Y here. Again, we are going to try from the outside and see if we can actually get a better view, but it looks like we have a large amount of roots, but we do have a water flow established. Again, you can hear this is the beep of the backup pump. Getting bumped possibly by our camera, but also we do have such a large amount of water coming in that the main pump does get overwhelmed. You'll see when we pull up that water's actually up over the float on the pipe at this point. But you can see we have drained this line down. We actually do have a visual in some areas. Again, we're going to move to the outside and televise in both directions from the outside Ys, but they do access these lines. We do believe the lines that come into the sump come in from the outside. It is possible that there is no interior drain tile, that they just ran the tile around the outside of the perimeter and then into the basement. Again, you can see we're going to dry our camera off. Again, you can see the amount of water that we have flowing in. Again, you can see here, this is from the side where we had almost no flow. And again, you can see we have a high flow that's coming in from the other side at this point.